Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, I can't. I have these two dumb bitches podcast studio in my dining room, okay? Boom into my heart. I got my Kansas City Chiefs cup out in the nice in front. Oh my God. I was just thinking about how I have a fucking comb over, and then Libbie shows me a picture of a guy with a comb over. So looks like we've gotta talk about it.
Bumble ain't giving.
Randy, how was that clap for you? Oh boy. Oh boy. How's everybody doing? Let's do a check-in. Check-in real quick.
Who's starting?
I'm not starting because I asked the question, so that gives me time to go last. And
It's either
listen.
me or Randy.
Yeah.
Randy, you go ahead. I feel like your answer is going to be very fast. And it's okay if it's not.
Very fast. I'm doing fine. I'm happy to be here with you. I love when you guys come by. It's been a long, crazy ass couple weeks of work, and this always brightens my day. So what's up, ladies? Good to see you.
Wow, that was so nice.
I always think Randy hates me, and then he says stuff like that, and I'm like, he likes us, I think.
He really is just such a nice guy. I'm really glad that Randy organically started that off because, excuse me, I have to clear my throat because I'm about to deliver a sermon.
Let me clear my throat.
Let me clear my throat. Well, someone commented on the last episode, which, by the way, was episode 300. Really incredible stuff, guys.
Can't believe it.
Round. Thank you, Randy. I was like, God, I want to click the applause button, but I don't have my stuff ready. And I had so much time to get ready, but guys,
She didn't have her clicker ready.
didn't have my clicker. Excuse the little burp. But either way, on episode 300, somebody commented, they were like, hey, you guys didn't give Randy enough flowers or whatever for the little speech. Randy's a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I was like, I thought about it. And we really didn't, because Rafe's video quality really shook us,
It
you
shook
know?
us to our core.
Shook us to our core. And I mean, you know, the thing is, we are comedians. And I know that Libbie and I are comedians. I know that Randy is a comedian because we all have that deep darkness in us where we can just fucking find a way to laugh at everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And there are times where, you know, hey, maybe am I going to hurt someone's feelings if I just interrupt with a bit right now? Yeah, I might.
Mm-hmm.
But the bit is what I'm alive for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bit is what we're all alive for that banger moment. So, Randy, I do want to apologize for not properly saying thank you for everything that you do for Slop City, for...
I feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't read that comment. Because if I read that for the past 3-4 days, I would have ruminated over it. Now I can start ruminating now.
Why didn't that person just mind their own business? You guys treat me great, and I'm very happy that you're here, dude. And like I said, it's the highlight of my month that you guys are here. And yeah, so thank you for the concern or whatever, but I appreciate it. Yeah, mind your own fucking business.
Oh,
I'm just playing, but for real, dude, you guys are great to me, and I could not be happier. Thank you.
The
oh.
commenter doesn't know what goes on behind closed doors. And that's after we say cut, we are stroking and sucking Randy off. No.
Literally not at all. And listen, that leads us straight into the greatest. Here's the deal, Pumpkin Eel. Because you just said that, I need to open this up because I want you to see what I responded to this person because I don't think I told you.
Well, you typically your responses are roasting into the 5th degree.
Honestly,
I hope you didn't roast them too bad because they're right.
I didn't.
They're right.
I know they're right. That's why I literally brought this all up. That's why I want you to see this stupid fucking response that I gave them. The bit that I did. Because they were right. They really were. Like, we love you, Randy. We're very grateful.
And also, there isn't enough thanks.
No, there really isn't. That leads us to our next thing. We haven't paid Randy in probably, I don't even know how long, but we are very broke. So that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles.
Look at that. Thumbnail's looking good. And I also just want to thank Tina, too, because she keeps this podcast alive, everyone. And today when I told the girls I was coming up here, they're like, is she going to come up here and do half? And I go, no. Because me driving down here, that's my service.
That's her service, baby.
Tina does everything else. And when I say everything, I mean billing, customer service, comments, thumbnails, uploading videos. I can't do it. If I had to, we wouldn't have this podcast. Just so you know. We wouldn't.
Yeah. No, it's very, I'm just laughing because the fact that you said billing, I do billing and customer service. Listen, guys, I am the front face of this podcast. I mean,
the other day, I didn't even know that it was podcast day.
Guess what? I don't know a lot of the days. That's why I do not promise a time that the podcast comes out on Tuesday. In a perfect world, I will be on a schedule and we will, but guess what, baby? We are not there. So I am not committed as the front-facing employee of this podcast, because I'm not ready to say a time that the podcast comes out. If you are on Patreon, you get it early if we have an episode. If we don't have an episode ready, locked, and loaded for you, right now it's Friday. Episode comes out Tuesday. So
we don't have any in the bag.
Hi, hello, everybody. It's Tuesday today. When you're recording that, when you're listening to this.
When you're listening to this, it's going to be not long from here.
No, but the point is, you're getting the podcast on Tuesday. There is no state mandated time that anyone has given us that we need to put it out at. So we're going to keep on sticking to that.
And you're getting the podcast. That's the most important thing.
I cannot actually fucking believe we have done 300 episodes.
It's the only thing in my life where I'm like, I can't believe we stuck to it.
I know, like how bad, like truly. We need to take a moment for ourselves and actually acknowledge how badass that is. 300 fucking episodes. You know who has 300 episodes? Joe Rogan. You know who else? It really did shake me the other day because yesterday I was scrolling it up, smoking that chronic, hitting that pen, hitting this pen, all sorts of stuff. Doing lots of pens. And I was scrolling and saw that Tiger Belly had 400 something 58 episodes or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I was just like, man, that's badass. Okay. We're not far behind them.
Right.
We are not where we'd like to be. Hey, we ain't where we could be. We ain't where we should be. But thank God we ain't where we used to be.
That is the truest thing ever.
Hey. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay.
Did you go to AA meeting today?
Hey, give me one more. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom. You know what? I ended a mukbang with that prayer recently.
And how did it feel?
It felt so right, and I'm going to end any Tina video with that when I can.
Well, maybe that's why the world's going to hell in a handbasket, because you're praying all of a sudden. Stop praying.
What do you? No. Come on. Come on. I'm just trying to be part of God. Okay, let's get back to that comment that we need to.
Yeah. We're going to get a copyright for our own song.
Damn. Okay. So, where is it?
Look at all those nice comments.
Oh, yeah, we got the loveliest fans. Just such.
Randy, you should have got Ray Varner to do a congratulatory video.
Someone said Rafe looking like a literal eclipse.
I gotta see both of Rafe's clips.
Oh, I haven't even told Randy about this yet. We'll get into it. Okay, hold on. I gotta get there. I can get there.
Oh, look at all those nice. Damn, $4.99.
I know. And up there, someone gave us $10 freaking dollars.
Hey, man.
And you know
You
what?
don't get money on freaking, what is it, subscriptions or just tips?
Yeah, I need to give it up to
I want to enable it.
someone.
I want to enable whatever that is.
It's called supers. Didn't even know it was a thing. So thank the Lord for your fave burner page, because I believe that's who it was that DM'd me and told me to do it. So thank you so much.
Your
to whomever.
fave burner page, is that also Yin Yang?
I think so.
Okay.
So I think
I recognize
you did
both
it.
of their
Tuna
names.
is congratulating me not only on my successes in the front facing member of the podcast, but also
Your burner page is a very supportive person.
very supportive person. Someone said we need a Slop City feature film, and I was like, God, that is the truest shit I've ever heard.
I was trying to enable it on mine, but I'm like, don't be selfish. This is Slop City time.
Yeah, but also I do get the feeling. So if you want to do it while I'm over here, you go right ahead, pal.
I'll do it later.
I know, because I've got to sorry, really need to clear my throat a lot. What? There is. I wonder where
I need
this
to get
one
on here and
is.
answer some of these comments tonight.
Yeah, Baba, you're doing a terrible job.
I'm just barely surviving.
Dude, I totally fucking get it. Don't even worry. I'm only able to do this because I have like stuck to my thing of I am not working more than 3 bar shifts a week. Like I'm like, this is the only reason that I have been able to do any of this.
Well, I
Keep
don't
up
work any bar shifts,
Well, it
but I do
doesn't.
have mental illness.
We both have. We both are fucked sideways, man.
Over and over again.
Over and over again. This feels like a bit that I can't find it. I mean, is this a fucking joke? Come on. Oh my God. Either way, if I get to the bottom and straight up can't fucking find it, which has just happened. Either way,
Wait, go back to one I saw. Well, this didn't age well. We have canceled Nelly's washed up career already. Nelly got canceled?
I don't know. Maybe because he performed at the inauguration, but it's also like, dude, it doesn't even feel like a fucking political statement anymore if you do that. JK. But seriously. I mean,
Okay, Carrie Underwood.
well, I know. I definitely was like, I don't know.
That
You
right
don't-
there is the least of my worries.
That's what
At this point, I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, maybe selfishly, Nelly was like, yeah, I mean, I do need to reconnect with Missouri voters.
I need about 500K because they probably paid him well too.
Get my album sales up or whatever. You know, who fucking knows? I don't know where this MF is at in his life. I'm so sad that I can't find this comment. They may have, but what I commented back, they said, like, you need to thank Randy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, damn, they are right. At first, I was like, damn, fuck you. But I wrote back something like, yeah, hey, you are absolutely right. We love Randy so much. He is the best, and we couldn't do this without him. But what you don't know is that we explored each other's bodies after this episode. I said something dumb like that about us exploring each other's
pretty
bodies.
much what I said too. So
Yeah.
the same.
So listen, Libbie, if you were answering comments, I think it is good for people to know that for the most part, we're going to comment similarly. Every now and then, if I get a little ticked off, you know, I've got more of a temper than Libbie.
Yeah, she'll get their asses. I'll usually, if I go on there, comment from my personal account because I can't go into my account and hit the one button that says switch profiles. That's too hard.
Yeah, for sure. I've actually been commenting as myself sometimes selfishly to get people to look at my YouTube page.
Smart.
That's 100% what I've been doing. One day I was like, I'm going on Chelsea's, and because I was in on mine, and I was like, hi, and I was like, yes, I'm doing admin work today. Like, that's what I think admin work is, because I do not have a college education. Okay, y'all.
Did you type stuff like, hey, if you really like this style of comedy, come check out my profile, like you see people do on rappers' accounts?
No.
Hey, I make the dopest beats. Click on my account.
No, but I mean, I definitely am like trying to write some bangers to get people to be like, hey, it was just funny chick. Whoa, she's got a cowboy hat on and her tits are out in her profile picture. Dude, check out my profile picture on my YouTube. Fuck you.
Where is it?
Oh, God. Don't know. I haven't had time to comment.
No, where's your profile picture?
No, I know. I'm saying I haven't had time to comment as Tina.
Tina Dybal.
You've been hanging out with Paige, I can tell.
Yep, that's what we talk like all day long. Oh, you didn't do the one with your hand up.
Look at that. Oh, yummy. Auga. Who wants a piece of that meat?
Auga. I would click on it and go, ooh, I'm going to razzle and dazzle her.
Check that out. Golden hour. I will say, Michael
did a great job.
Michael Shepard Jordan. That's who he is. He actually has a YouTube page, which I'm going to show on here because he took Libbie and I's photos for a tour and did a really fucking incredible job for us on very short notice.
And then, what's his name? Took the cool photos and gave them to Scott, and then Scott made him even better. This guy loves hiking.
Oh, yes. This guy fucking loves the outdoors. Michael Shepard Jordan.
More than you.
We're going to get flagged by him. Whoa, cool. Either way, he's got a bunch of outdoorsman stuff. I mean, he is really a hot, fit, talented guy. This is a multifaceted man right here, Michael Shepard Jordan, that took our photos. Okay.
Actor, comedian,
real estate agent.
Real estate agent and hiker and vlogger.
Loves the outdoors, vlogging it up. And guess what? I don't remember if I said that to him or if I said it to like, what's her tits? Abby. Sorry, that was very.
What's her tits?
Like, it's like I've known Abby longer than I've known Michael, and I just turned into a Republican guy. And listen, that's what happens when you start.
When you see tits.
When I see tits, when I think of hot women, I'm just like, oh, yeah, what's her tits? Yummy. Yeah, I'd let her lick me. It's
Abby Vatterott, ladies and gentlemen. Also actor.
Also another great comedian.
Comedian, actor, funny gal.
But yeah, Michael Shepard Jordan, this guy, he knows what to do, man. He captured it up. That golden hour.
Got it.
These tits. I'll be honest, if I didn't have this bra on, the tits would not look as good.
I bet they would.
They really wouldn't.
Oh, Randy, do we have to start over?
Randy, we need to start over.
I told you when I was going outside, didn't I?
Randy, please don't try to smell my bottom.
Man, let me tell ya.
Oh, that's cool because I sprayed rose spray on myself.
Let me tell you something, bro. After that LEAP procedure, which, by the way, I got my results back. Everything is good to go. She said there is no cancer and can't remember what the other word was. I don't know.
But she did say that it stinks.
That leads me into my next point. Hey.
So you had to get the biopsy for nothing. I'd be pissed.
Really? That's so funny. I didn't think that at all. I mean, here's what I will say. Dude, there is an odor that I cannot describe. You know what I thought?
Where? Afterwards?
Okay, so here's the deal. Today is Friday, January 31st, when we're recording. I got that procedure done on Monday, January.
I was here when you got it done.
I know. So I got it done on Monday, January 13th. Okay. I am telling you. So they said, hey, no jamming, no exploratory stuff up in there for 2 weeks minimum, you know?
Yeah.
So the problem is that after I got this thing done, I was walking around like, oh, like I had a top hat on. Like I was like Mr. Peanut getting her, like I just got booked on a Broadway show because I was like, ba, 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 ba. Like I just felt very good. I was like, I got this done. I'm feeling like $1 million. I went to work. I was hanging out. And she kind of warned me, hey, listen, you know, some spotting can happen and stuff like that. And then she was like, you know, if it gets to be alarming or whatever, then let us know. And I was like, okay, for sure. And I just knew confidently right then and there that I wasn't going to have an issue with that.
Because I weren't going to have to contact her.
That I wasn't going to have to contact her. So she let me know, hey, listen, if there's some spotting that's heavier than a period, whatever. And then she tells me afterwards also, she's like, if you do start your cycle, you know, don't be putting tampons up in there. And she was telling me that before she got up in there and explored my stuff.
Anus.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's getting a little too heavy for me. I had to break it.
Before she explored my rectum and area.
For no reason at all.
So, yeah, she also had a resident in there during the procedure. The resident is the one who
did it, right?
Who did it, yeah. And she asked me, hey, you know, there's a resident who was maybe going to come by or whatever. And it was funny because she kind of, I can just tell, like, I see what's going on. So I could tell that while she was talking to me, she was like, yeah, a resident's supposed to be coming by. And was kind of like looking out the door like, what the fuck? Where is this girl, you know? Either way.
Coming by.
The girl came.
Not doing your procedure.
Well, I think she asked, or she said she, you know, is going to be helping out or something like that. And she was like, you know, is it okay if she does a procedure and stuff? And I said, hell yeah, dude, let her in there.
Is she hot?
Yeah, I said, hey, is she looking to be a third? Because Rafe and I are looking. And then she goes, who's Rafe? And I was like, hold on, let me get my phone out.
Get
and
your
I showed her
wallet
I showed her a picture. I propositioned my OBGYN first. She said, no, thanks. I am not into whatever you guys have going on.
And I've seen your pussy, and frankly, I'm not into it.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's crazy because I showered today. I took a quick shower. I didn't even want to shower. Showed up in my Uggs, looking ready. Salt on my boots.
You weren't going to wash it?
What?
You weren't going to wash it?
No. I would never do that. I was like, that is, I feel like that's a way to respect your OBGYN.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Just like as a human being, it's like, hey, listen, I'm showing up. And listen, I only have maybe 6 other pussies to compare mine to. Maybe 7. You know? And as far as I know, I'm doing okay. But I don't know that for sure.
Right.
You know, there's times I'm going to the bathroom and I smell it.
You're like, is this bathroom dirty?
Oh.
Somebody leave something in the trash can?
Is this bathroom dirty?
Oh, that's me.
Dude, this is how I know. And listen, I am not judging anybody, brother. But it's like, I know, because I've had a stank before. I've had BV, like I'm about to tell you guys. At this stank that I had after this LEAP procedure, few days in, because I did start my period. And honestly, I was fucking grateful. I was like, good God, let me get a nickel smell in here instead of this fucking foul, rotten smell.
Was there rotten flesh in there?
Yeah, because so they scraped some off, biopsy it or whatever. And then she basically told me, she goes, now listen, something may come come out of you. You know, it's like this is a quote unquote wound that could heal, a small kind of like scab type thing. Luckily, I wasn't doing much looking down over those couple of weeks. I just played it cool because she said, don't take baths. I mean, there was a lot of stipulations after this LEAP procedure.
So you had a wound inside of you that was gangrene.
I was what we would call gangrene. I was what we would call trench foot.
Did you call your doctor?
I didn't freak. Why would I call her? No, dude. She kind of let me know, like, hey, you know, there's gonna be some weird colors that come out. And she was kind of trying to tell me without telling me. So I decided to wear a tie-dye shirt like you're wearing, the exact same one. I wore it that morning and I go, can you show me which colors on the palette?
All of these here.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't wear that. I do have a picture of me, I think, that day. I was like, you know, I took a picture with the resident. And I was like, come on, I'll send you the photo. Yeah, Barbara, the heat kicked on.
Feel like an air conditioner.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's the heat. And I'm sure you're happy, bitch.
I'm frozen.
This gal is always frozen. Today, Rafe said, while I was over next door organizing, cleaning, doing whatever, while I was over there or whatever, he said to me, he goes, you better kick the heat on. Libbie's going to be mad. And because I was like overwhelmed or something, I go, I know. I like said something, or I was like, I know. Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh my God. Me and Paige were freezing in Los Angeles with Chelsea. And she goes,
oh yeah, we're freezing in the streets of Los Angeles.
She goes, does it annoy you guys that I have to have it so cold?
And then you guys both looked at her and you were like, no.
I go, I'm not annoyed.
No, I totally get it. It's just not
I'm just like, but there was one point where I stood up and I go, it's so fucking cold in here. And I got the broom handle and closed my vent. They said the upstairs was much warmer than the downstairs.
Well, yeah, heat rises, brother. That's the one thing I learned in Bunsen burner class 101. Science.
Well, apparently it rose and then just, there was such a difference because I was freezing.
Well, it was rising off of you, off your pussy. Well, it was rising off of you, I guess.
And then I'd have a hot flash and be hot for a couple seconds, but then go back to being. I couldn't wait to get home. I was freezing.
How long were you guys in LA?
Oh my God, a fucking week, dude.
How long were you guys out there farting around?
Well, I tell you, we ate Din Tai Fung 4 times. 5 times, I'm sorry. God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey, I'll be honest. I'm freaking jealous.
And we went to a place called Major Domo.
What the heck is that?
It was a place where Chelsea's like, you're going to love this place. And then she said, if you don't love it, I'm not going to be friends with you.
Whoa.
And built it up for months. And
whoa, sorry.
We know how I am.
Yeah, you got problems.
First of all, I go in there and they sit us outside and it was freezing in LA. So I was pissed off right there. And then I didn't like it. If I see an order of something that has too many ingredients that are not supposed to be in there, I don't want it. Don't put fennel in anything. Stop using fennel.
Oh, boy. I went to a cooking course with our hair girl, Christina Cheeseman.
Yeah, well, what did you learn how to cook, Barbara?
Well, the place is called Fennel Cooking Studio.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
They're like, and if you mix all these ingredients, then you can have your own restaurant where people can come in and think they're cool because they're eating Fennel Ranch.
I will say Fennel Cooking Studio in St. Louis was the fucking shit. It was awesome. It was great. I mean, I learned a lot. I had a great time. But I did not contact you prior to going to Fennel Cooking Studio because I knew that you were.
I'd tell you not to go.
I actually screenshotted the details from Christina and sent them to Rafe and to Chelsea. And it was like, Libbie would fucking hate this, LOL. Straight up.
So what did you guys learn how to cook?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Did you get to cook hands-on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were hands-on, dude. I was grabbing titties, grabbing all sorts of stuff.
Now, did you and your partner, Christina Cheeseman, have to share a stovetop?
We did. We had to share an area with actually 2 other people.
Oh,
so yeah,
God.
I would have preferred it to just be us 2. But here's what I will say: everyone did a great job. I mean, we had 2 bottles of champagne while we were there.
Jesus Christ.
It was a 3-hour ordeal from
What?
6 until 9 p.m.
Would you?
Well, 9:15.
Would you say that it was a lot like high school when they made you do a group project and like one person didn't do their fair share? Like Susan's like, I can't stand for very long. You guys do all the stirring.
Well, no. Luckily, we got grouped with 2 squares. They were very nice, and the girl actually did recognize me and was like, I have to ask, do you do, like, I recognize you from somewhere, blah, blah, blah. And then she, like, asked, she's like, do you do stand-up comedy or whatever? And I was like, yeah, I do. And it was funny.
Like,
we kind of laughed.
Don't tell anyone else. I'm trying to be a normal person.
Yeah, I looked at her and I looked at her and I grabbed the stalk of celery and I cornered her. I said, you better shut the fuck up and not say a word to anybody else, you fucking nerd. You stupid.
Now, did the 2 other ladies say things like, we have to follow the recipe, no extra salt?
No, we actually both put extra salt in it. But hold on, I want to tell you how this girl recognized me. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, I wanted to die. So she was like, are you a stand-up comedian? And I'm kind of like, yeah, I got a haircut recently. I'm kind of like feeling myself and like, yeah, what show did you see me at? Just kidding. I didn't say it like that. But I honestly was like, oh, God, I go, where was it? And she's like, Steve's Hot Dogs, actually. and I knew right then and there. I was like, okay, I'm fucked. I was like, oh boy, because I knew exactly what it was. The only time I've ever performed at Steve's Hot Dogs indoors, because the way this girl said it right when she said, actually, it was Steve's Hot Dog, whatever. She said it that way. I knew right then and there what set it was. I was like, okay, I know what it was. This was the set. We had to move it. The show, I think, indoors. It was supposed to be outside. It ended up being too cold. Either way, a child just showed up during my set.
Oh, yeah.
People were walking in, doing this thing and that, the other. Were you at this show?
I was supposed to go, but I couldn't find parking.
Okay. Oh, great. Yeah. So either way, there was a child present during my show. Some families walked in. I mean, I was definitely talking about my areas.
Your reproductive areas.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was apologizing to the parents. They were like, Jesus Christ.
They're like, we just want a hot dog.
They're like, this fucking white trash lady, what the fuck is she up there doing? Yeah, either way, the family did end up carrying me out onto the streets after the show. No, they didn't do that. But they did end up saying, like, you're very funny. It was very, whatever. But so this girl, and I remember peeping these people during the show. And I remember even looking at them and being like, this straight-laced motherfuckers. So this girl, either way, she was present for that show. It was an accident. She saw me. She did not want to see stand-up comedy. She came down to the South Grand area in St. Louis City to have a quick hot dog with her friends and family while they were like boutiquing or whatever the fuck.
That's the worst kind of comedy is when you don't know you're about to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And when it's thrust upon you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
God, I just thought about how hungry I am and got so excited.
Oh, I know.
Ooh,
Same.
Randy, how much time do we have left? And we have half an hour.
I have a lot of stuff to talk about. We're good.
I have so much stuff to talk about. It doesn't have to do with not having things to talk about. I could talk for hours. If
the Lord needed you to.
If the Lord needed me to do a sermon for him, I could freaking do it. Just kidding. I would never say something blasphemous like that. Don't get me in trouble. No, I just
well,
I'm just hungry. That's all.
I am hungry too.
Yeah.
Should we pause it, order food so that's here when we get done?
Yeah.
Do we have pause capabilities, Randy, or is it too hard?
That's great. Why don't we do that? Because I also need to pee. I think this is great. And this is a great time for us to
Or
cruise
we
into a
could
nice little break.
We could say we're going to pause it and then leave it running, and then they just see whatever transpires.
Oh, exactly. That's what I was thinking. And if it's bad, then Randy can edit it out. We can Venmo him like $10 and pay for his meal, for his
Randy's
Chipotle.
like, God damn it, more editing. Dumb, stupid-looking bitches.
No, I think this is great. I'm having a great time. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up DoorDash because I do need to pee. What were we talking about though just now?
Your cooking class.
Oh, the cooking class. Is that really what we were just talking about?
And the lady at the hot dog joint.
Oh,
You were talking about hot dogs.
Okay,
These hot dogs.
Sorry, you said your cooking class, and my brain was like, no. That's not what was happening.
No.
No, my God, no.
No.
Oh God, he's so hungry. My body is just so hungry. Yeah. So either way, she saw me at a show that, I didn't crush at.
Did you say, hey, you should come to a show sometime when I'm crushing?
I actually didn't.
I've told that to people before.
I think that she kind of got the memo. Here's the deal. She wasn't like, oh, what was your name again? She didn't say any of that. She was just very straight to the point. Like, wow, I can't believe I had to cook with this disgusting pig.
It's like, oh, first I show up to a hot dog joint and you're there doing comedy that I didn't want to hear. And now I'm here to cook at Fennel's Cafe. And look who's here on my group.
Guess what, though? Guess what, though, bitch? Guess what, though? No, the gal, whatever, she was very nice. I'm not going to say her name because I don't remember it.
Susan?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to say her name for sake of her anonymity.
Right.
But Christina Cheeseman, our hair gal, she is a 15-time attendee of Fennel Cooking Studio. Yep. Give it up for her, dude. Give it up for the gal that does our hair. Oh, what was that?
Is Christina going to leave the hair industry for a cooking industry?
No, dude. It's honestly, when we were there, I was like, this is so brilliant. Like, just all of it. It's a 3-hour event. We hung out with each other. We got to BYOB.
Really?
Yeah. Like they're
and
like,
you brought champagne?
Yeah.
What a weird choice.
Why? We were cooking like a winter in Tuscany meal. And also we realized, and I was so glad that Christina brought the champagne. Christina brought the champagne, 1 bottle, and then we DoorDashed another bottle because we were like, oh, we're going to need another bottle.
We're going to need another.
We're going to need another. Oh, we. And then a guy shows up and he was like, hey, is that your DoorDash? And we were like, just
Can we
kidding.
see your ID?
It was totally fine. Yeah, I did have to pull my passport out and then my purse spilled out everywhere and everyone saw the drugs I'm on and all that stuff.
Hey. I got, while I was in LA, I got, Uber Eats for my Starbucks. Ordered my vanilla blonde latte.
Yeah.
With 6 pumps of sugar-free vanilla.
$19.
Each pump is like $1.
It's because the fucking app is messed up. That's why I don't like ordering our stuff that way. That's why I ordered it the fucked up way I did last time because I was trying to circumvent the system.
My drink was like $15.
I know.
And I did it because I'm like, I'm in LA and I'm thirsty.
99 cents for each pump but it's like a fuck up because you're subbing out. When I do it on the Starbucks app, oh God, what you just said to me really fucking makes me mad. That is not fair. It's wrong of them to do that. It is wrong. And if somebody works for Starbucks, you need to look into this.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's me in the comments. And that's Libbie commenting to someone who's like, you're a fat bitch. Libbie says, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Burrito bowl. Randy's ready to say his order.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was in LA doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Did stand up on the spot.
Yep.
And not to brag, but your girl crushed it.
I heard.
Oh, you did? Who's talking about me?
Oh, dude, everyone. No, people were like sharing stories of you or whatever that night. Like, I think someone shared a story that was like, Libbie Higgins, stand up on the spot and stuff.
Was it Jeremiah?
The night you were there.
He's the leader of it. Of course he's going to share it. Jeremiah says I crushed it even if I wasn't going to crush it.
No, dude, it was someone that was at the show, you piece of shit.
Yeah, well.
And they were fucking gassing you up.
That was really nice. I don't know what it is. I don't think I do it right, but the people laugh. And to me, that's a win.
The people laugh.
The people laugh, and they're having a grand old time.
Hey, man, the people are laughing.
I did this one, and the one before this that I did in L.A., Ken Flores was on the lineup.
Wow.
And we follow each other on Instagram. And I didn't say anything to him because I was scared. And I don't know if you know this, but Ken passed away the other day. And I'm so mad.
I'm sorry. I was looking at my phone
so
like that.
Sad. And it made me think, like, I need to start saying hi to people and saying that I appreciate their work or they're a great comedian or something like that instead of being scared. Because he's gone now and I can't say it.
That's really, really, really sad. And honestly, I am with you. Sophia is my best friend, for those of you that don't know. Not Libbie, okay? No, I'm kidding. Sophia's, whatever. We've been friends since we were like fucking 16. So they had to go to a really, really difficult funeral for a family member's daughter. Oh. And they were like, it was just horrific. And they were like basically telling me, they're like, this happened to someone in my family that's like, got it together or whatever, quote unquote. Like, and not that matters. Whether someone has it together or not doesn't dictate whether a tragedy should happen to them. But basically they were talking about just how, like, dude, this is just terrible. Like, life is fragile. It is quick. It is horrible. You can just be hanging out, seeing someone. Like, I know I sound ridiculous, like being like, oh, life can go away in an instant. But that is literally what we were talking about. Yeah. We're just like, man, I need to like start making shit count and my time on earth count. Like, it's like, there's so many books I want to read, so many people I want to talk to, so many things I want to do and see and all that, I want to grow an ass before I die. I can't fucking die with a pancake fucking ass looking like I shit myself in my fucking jeans, wearing designer jeans, people being like, what happened? Like, oh, she got prescribed Adderall 6 months before. No wonder she doesn't have an ass. It's like, no, I don't have an ass because that's how I was fucking born, okay? And I want to grow an ass.
When you're in your casket, do you want them to put you ass up so people can admire your buttocks?
If I have a fat ass, I'd like to be put on the side. I'd like to be on a rotisserie. I'd like to be on a clear casket because all of that's in. People love organizing. I guarantee the Container Store sells a clear casket.
God.
Right? So, yeah, I want to be put on a rotisserie. I want people to see my fucking tits. I want them to know the power and the glory. I want there to be a nude at my funeral. Yeah, I'm saying it right here, right now. Of when I was in my prime.
Mm-hmm.
And
you mean how they have a picture
stages.
by the casket, a big 8x10?
Yeah, I want mine to be a fucking nude if I'm not naked. If somebody didn't have the fucking balls to put me in a rotisserie
well, I'll put the
clear
picture
casket.
Up. And if a kid comes by, I'll stand there by the picture with a black strip and I'll hold it up there when they come by and put it over your tits and over your pussy.
I think you should just walk up to them when they walk up to the casket and say, come here. And then you whisper to them and you say, close your eyes. Yeah, exactly.
As you're passing Miss Tina's corpse, please cover your eyes.
As you're passing Miss Tina's corpse. God, I'm just trying to get a fucking Diet Coke.
Yeah. So R.I.P. to Ken Flores. The dude
R.I.P.
was fucking killing it from Chicago, 28 years old. And people were saying in the comments, oh, he was going to be a star. No, he was a star. When that guy got up on stand up on the spot, he fucking effortlessly killed for 10 minutes. Had the people rolling.
I mean, it's crazy. Here you go.
Very sad.
It's horrific. I mean, it's just like, it's very scary. And I started thinking about that. Like, even today, just I got a little too high while I was like doing stuff. And
Stop. What are you going to say?
I literally started thinking about like, oh my God, if I died today, and like the fact that, it's like like Rafe asked me the other day, or asked me actually today or yesterday, I can't remember, days blend together. I'm just so high all the time. But Rafe asked me, because like we talk about like depression and anxiety and all of our struggles and trauma and stuff openly on this podcast, and also openly in my home. Okay. We have an open discourse policy at my home.
Right.
We've got a sign up, a flag we put up when there's an open discourse policy going on. Just kidding. But Rafe asked me about something. He was like, how often do you, like, when's the last time you had suicidal ideation or something like that? Which was like an intense question. Because it's like, I mean, I was like, I don't, a couple times a week. And it's like, it's very like, it's not as like intense anymore. I like really am getting to a good spot. I've been going to therapy since I've been home, and I'm like, my therapist is fucking great. Their approach is working great for me. Everything, like, it really is. I'm in a good spot. But that doesn't mean that like I don't get overwhelmed and get really fucking upset, and sometimes just be like, dude, I could just fucking drive off a bridge, like, or whatever the fucked up shit I'm thinking. We all know that. So yeah, it was like Rafe like asked me that, and we kind of like had an open conversation about it and shit. And I'm not gonna like share everything, because
there you go.
And I don't even mean that on the podcast. I even mean when I was talking to him, I wasn't even sharing everything like openly. Not because I'm like trying to hide anything from Rafe, but it's just because it's like, bro, I can't fucking get into that right now. I'm like, I just fucking woke up 30 minutes ago. I need to like get my day started. I'm like, I can't. We do that on Tuesdays, okay? Tuesday is Slop City Day, and it's also therapy day for Tina. So it's like, I was just like, fuck, I can't handle that. But, I just started thinking about just life, whatever, how quick and fraught. And Randy, get
14 of them if you want.
The fact that he just asked, can I get chips and queso like a little kid? Adorable. Yeah, you get whatever the hell you want. You want to add on a couple sodies, you add on a few. You get yourself a Mexican Sprite. That is no refills, but, you can order yourself a Max of 2. Okay?
My daddy let me get extra sodas.
Nah. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just genuinely was thinking about, like, it was like I had an actual moment of, like, where it was, like, mortality, I guess. And maybe it's, like, that starts to happen more as you get older. And, you just start to realize shit. But it's like, yeah, I, like, saw Ken Flores pass. I saw, like, there's so many just horrible things happening. People that I know that are young that are passed. Person I just found out somebody, that I, like, did heroin with way back when passed from, like, an overdose and stuff. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, and I'm just like, I gotta be fucking careful when I'm driving. Good God. I'm out here all willy-nilly. And then it's like, oh, yeah. And then I'll just, like, be dead. Like, fuck.
Then it's done.
That's so sad.
Then it's done.
And then you're done. Then you're done for the day.
But forever days.
Yeah, not for done for the. You're done for the day. You're done for the day, in Judgment Day, the day, whatever it is. Yeah, it's pretty. It's fucked. It's scary. It's sad, and that's kind of why I was like, I saw something. Just us getting our health in order, us getting our houses organized, us getting our careers organized, trying to get things in place. It's like there is not a lot of time, and
there isn't.
I'm starting to truly realize that. And it's like, listen, hey, I have not committed to not, driving fast off of, you know what? I have not fully committed to that, but God damn it, it's like, hey, I literally am straight up.
Oh.
Yeah, make sure he did double check.
I'll look right now.
My point, I'm more saying, like, dude, it's like, listen, if I'm taking it day at a time, pretty much. I really am. Day at a time, I'm like, okay, let's try to, like, knock a few things off XYZ list and shit and not be too hard on yourself. Wake up at 11:30 if you want to. Like, I'm like I said, sticking to less time at the bar because I'm just like, I'm trying to make my fucking time count. Because I was like, what if I do fucking jump off a building? Or what if not that I'm going to,
we'll
but
be
I'm
pissed, first of all.
For sure. Everyone will be so annoyed and they'll like literally go back to this episode and it'll be a whole thing. 10-minute
like, why didn't you do something, Libbie?
For sure. That's what everyone would probably fucking say. And that's what everyone does say. But whatever. We're yeah, Libbie just farted while I was talking about me possibly, maybe one day.
No.
Or no, I mean just having
you can't handle that kind of I can't handle that kind of talk. I had to fart my way out of it.
Oh God, hell yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, damn, bro, we gotta like make our fucking time count. You know, it's like, yes, I might be miserable some of the day, and I'm just trying to do opposite action, which, by the way, is a thing I learned in therapy, and it's great. I'm doing all this stuff unintentionally. It's like when I feel really bad, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Okay, I like coffee. I want a cigarette. I want to smoke weed. I want to pet my dog. I want to go on a walk or thrift or do whatever. Like, I just try to do something else that like brings me joy and just like distract myself out of it or whatever almost, where I'm like day to day. But it's like, you know, I have a list of all these nice, healthy things that we can do, you know? So
it's exhausting though, isn't it?
Oh my God. I mean, literally, I just started crying in therapy because I was more just like, I'm annoyed. I straight up almost canceled therapy. I mean, I needed to be there in 5 minutes. And I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do this today. And like the week before was annoying. I cried. I felt overwhelmed and shit, you know, and I was just like, I don't want to do this. So I straight up was thinking about emailing and just canceling and lying and being like, hey, something came up, blah, 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 as I was like vaping. No, I was at home actually doing the clips on Tuesday because Tuesday is therapy day. Yeah. So I was like at home doing all that shit or whatever, not wanting to go. And then I realized I was like, okay, I'm already late. It's like, I need to go to therapy, blah, blah, blah. So I just emailed them and was like, hey, I'm going to be late. I was like, sorry, I'm late, 15 minutes. And now it's like, when I email them, if I'm late or this, that, and the other, I don't like apologize for it because I'm trying to work on that. To like not do the ruminating stuff or not constantly think people hate me.
What is that what the therapist said?
Pretty much. Like I just realized they're like, number one, talking to yourself, like being like, oh my God, I'm such a fucking piece of shit for being late and blah, blah, blah. Like yelling at myself like that and stuff. I know it doesn't work because that's what I've done the last 32 years of my life. So, or whatever, 31 years of my life since I started to really realize like, okay, this is a problem beyond my control. Just stuff like that. Like, I'm like, and also the like extra apology stuff like that. It's like, it's literally not necessary. It's a waste of time.
Right.
I'm actively working on this stuff. It sucks. It's one of my symptoms. I'm fucking late to everything all the time. Or it's, you know, whatever the fuck it is. It could be one thing one day for you, vice versa, anyone. Whether it's like you're late or you snap on someone, whatever the fuck it is. I'm starting to learn my things about when I get super overwhelmed and just trying to avoid those situations entirely in a way. But obviously, I'm still learning. So,
as we all are.
Yeah. But, you know, I just emailed them. And when I came in there and told them all of this, I was like, yeah, I was basically like not going to go. And I was going to email you and lie and all that. So I was like, then I just realized, okay, well, I'm in the middle of doing something quote unquote productive. So that's fine. I'm finishing that. But I'm going to go to therapy. I emailed them, told them that. And they kind of like started laughing. And they were like, this is funny because the paperwork I printed out for today, because I love a handout. Oh, I love a handout. And I love handouts. And the cool thing is they're like an art therapist too or whatever in a way. So we're getting into that someday soon. But what they were talking to me about today, the handouts they had printed out were on this thing called opposite action, which is just basically like, if you're like, I am so fucking depressed, I cannot do this, or I cannot do this thing today. It's like, go do this for 3 minutes, or set an action that's opposite of the feeling that you're having, vice versa, blah, blah, blah. Just having intention. I'm sure you've heard of this. I'm sure everyone has. I'm new to the game.
I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah. But either way, they were laughing. They were like, because that's what you did today. They were like, you wanted to not go to therapy, but what you did instead was be like, okay, I'm late. That is okay. I feel like shit. I didn't want to go to therapy. I'm stressed out. I'm overwhelmed because I don't know how to manage my time, or I don't know
But
how
I'm
to...
here.
Yeah. And that's it, baby. That's it. We're just trying to do very quick. I would say the worst part is that I procrastinated ordering and doing this so long that we're not going to have it by the time this is over. And am I sorry? For sure.
That's not your fault. I could have pressed it, but I was like, it's not my account, so I don't feel like I should be the one to press the red button.
I know, and we were vibing, and it was like a good conversation, and it's like it ate up the rest of the time.
And I was like,
yeah, you were looking. You were looking.
I was trying to look in your eyes, but I was
saw you. I know, and you were literally like doing that, and I kept I should have just paused, but I was like trying to be, not fucking ADD. Oh God. Oh yes, I have to pee so
Me
bad.
too.
Well, that was a nice little conversation, unintended little convo.
I was going to say something else, but I'll save it for the next episode.
For sure. I want everyone to know that, like, when I'm talking about these mental health things, it's like, these are things that I am talking to a professional about. Like, I don't want anyone getting alarmed and being like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? It's like, I am talking to professionals. I am medicated. Life's good. But also, it's not.
Normalize talking about it.
Normalize talking about it. We both have serious mental illness, and that is okay, bitch. All right?
I don't know if it's okay.
No, it's fine because we persevere. 1, 2, 3 burrito bowls. I was just making sure there was 3 burrito bowls.
Well, President Elon Musk says that too many Americans are on antidepressants.
Did he? Here is what I'll say. I saw a video the other night when Rafe and I were both supposed to be going to sleep and we were both so tired. I saw a video that somebody shared. It's just a meme, whatever. I've seen it a million times, but it was a video of Elon Musk and Barron Trump sitting next to each other. And the headliner was something about two different kinds of autism or spectrum or something like that. And either way, just watching what Mr. Elon Musk was doing in the video, just the most unreal. I laughed. I watched it.
What was he doing?
He was going. I mean, just the most visceral. It's just like, bro, we get that you're excited because you guys won, but it's like, fucking tone it down. Read the fucking room. But he literally looked like it was like, what? He literally was like, it's like, bro, you own Tesla.
He was living his best life.
You're
a billionaire, bro.
You're a billionaire and are now in a cabinet that's not just a nice cabinet in your home. It's you're in a cabinet. I mean, it was fun. It was just very funny, and he looked out of his fucking gourd. Oops.
Did you just rip your headphones in half?
Yeah, because I'm like fidgeting because I need to pee, but I'm also trying to be like mindful and in the moment. So.
Let's wrap it up, dude. We both got to piss.
Well, we both got to pee, so that's what's going on and that's what's happening.
Go pee, and we appreciate you being here with us today. Do not call the authorities on Tina. She is.
Fuck you.
Well, people do that. They'll be like, this gal said this. You got to get that 72-hour lockup. hookup.
Oh my God. You can't be doing all that to me, brother. I got a therapist that'll freaking vouch for me and a family.
I got a therapist at home.
I got a therapist that loves me.
You dumb, super looking bitch.
I got a therapist that is in love with me. All right, guys, let's end this episode with a really nice prayer. Just kidding.
We don't pray on here. This is freedom of speech and freedom of the press.
This is a freedom of state and separation of Blake Lively from Justin Baldoni, and from It Ends With Us.
And Blink
Is
182.
that not in your algorithm? Okay, I am reading too much about Taylor Swift. We are seeing different things in our algorithm.
I just see fat asses in mine. And weird AI animals going. And cut.
You dumb, super looking bitch.